we will be moving before this baby is born. That is giving us about 3 months from today to sell our place and find a place and move. We found out late last night that we had an offer. We're off to go house hunting, and this was a little spontaneous. My sister was like, hey, the house behind us is for sale. God's timing is perfect. God's timing is perfect. I see a text from Richie and he goes, it fell through. And I'm like, huh? Hi guys. What a wild morning and a wild past 2 weeks. I wanted to officially start this vlog off by saying we are moving. God willing, we are moving. We have listed our home. We have started house hunting, and it's already been a very up and down roller coaster, and it's only been 2 weeks that this has all begun. Hang on, I need to check my mail really quick. No. Oh my goodness. This must be it. This is the piece of mail I've been waiting for. Let me take a step back and explain to you what the heck's been going on in our lives. We are hoping that we will be moving before this baby is born. That is giving us almost exactly 3 months from today's date to sell our place and find a place and move. So as you can imagine, it's a pretty high pressure situation. I mean, it's possible this can all happen in this timeline, but obviously we don't want to rush the process. We don't want to make a bad decision just because of the timeline. Yeah, we're really trusting in the Lord through all of this. We have an amazing team that we're working with that is constantly reminding us that God's timing is perfect. He knows exactly what he's doing. He has everything under control. That's been a blessing to me in the moments that I am freaking out. So let's rewind to last week. We got this place listed. We got the photos done. I cleaned up. It was pristine, the cleanest I've ever seen this place. We went ahead and started showings. We had like 4 showings that week, which was already like wild when you're dealing with 2 kids. And at the drop of a hat, you have to be ready to just like clean the house really quick and get out because people want to come see the house. It's been a very challenging week. We've had showings all week, and it's really keeping us on our toes because it'll be like, hey, tomorrow people want to see your place at 5:30. Can you make it happen? Or hey, today, 3 o'clock. And I'll be like home with the kids. They're actually not feeling well this week. Aria is teething really bad, like all 4 canines coming in at the same time. Obviously, they're not like excited to bundle up really quick and leave the house. And I'll have to do like a quick cleaning before we leave, which is hard with the kids around because like you clean something, they undo it, and then you try to fix it. You're trying to get them out the door. So our neighbors have been kind enough to let us pop up there for like some of the showings. The evening showings have been hard because that's usually when we're like cooking dinner and feeding the family, the kids and stuff. So sometimes I'll just take them, jump in the car and eat dinner from like Culver's drive-thru in the car with them just to keep them out of the house. Sometimes we'll just like go to the library for a bit, but it's like, it's all exciting and it's all really thrilling and it's all part of the process. So we're just grateful, you know, to be in this place where we're finally gonna be selling our place. We're taking it day by day. Every day is a little bit different, and trusting in the Lord through each moment and through the process and the details of it, because he knows best. He knows what he's doing, and I'm sure he's doing a lot of behind the scenes work. Yes, we are excited. Dun, 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 dun. But we gotta clean up and figure out what's going on for dinner. Oh, I love you, my squishy squish. My squish. We gotta keep this place clean though, because we have somebody coming over, okay?
Exiting home. Please keep the space clear.
It was good. Like, it was a decent turnout, and then we were getting ready to potentially do an open house, but then we got an offer from the last people that saw our house last Friday. We were, of course, excited. It was a great offer. We accepted it, started to kind of like move forward with the contracting process.
It is Saturday morning, 9 a.m. and we found out that we have sold our condo.
I'm waiting for you to stop cutting my face off.
You're so tall. It's so hard to get you the frame. We found out late last night that we had an offer that we've accepted. We're supposed to have an open house today, but since we accepted it, we are cancel the open house. It's been a long week of showings, and I'm pretty glad it's over because I've been having to deal with cleaning the house multiple times a day and running out with the kids so that people can see the house. So how are you feeling?
Men, for the 2 men that watch this channel, you know what I'm saying. Go into this mode where we don't have time to feel. We just do. The burden of a man.
So I can't ask you how you're feeling?
There's no time to feel, just do.
In the meantime, our place is in contract. Let's start looking at some homes. There was a few places that we were interested in seeing, like we've just been, you know, on the apps checking out what's out there.
Okay, I feel like we should back up and start off from the beginning because we haven't shared anything regarding house hunting. We've been having to keep this quiet for privacy. Nice to be able to like talk about it, but anyway, we haven't shared like what we're actually looking for in a home. Many of you know we live in Chicagoland, so you might be interested in like what in the world is even available out there. It's rough out here, and the further you get from the city, the more square footage you're gonna have, the nicer homes you're gonna have for a lower price. But we're not looking that far out. So like what we're looking at for the prices might seem crazy compared to where you live. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at like Dallas, everything's new, everything's updated, and everything's huge for like $300,000. It's not like that out here, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is our wish list. Richie wants me to be very clear with what's on our list.
Yes.
At least 1,500 square feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. 4 bedrooms, we would love. 2 bathrooms, and that is including an ensuite. We are currently
2.5 bathrooms.
Oh my goodness, this man.
2.5.
That would be great.
Because we're saying this is what we want. If God can do it, fantastic.
We're believing.
Our place now is 1,500 square feet at a minimum. So that's what we say as a minimum. It has to be more.
Oh yeah, for sure, more than that.
We have 3 bedrooms. We have 2 baths.
Okay, we would love an ensuite bathroom because we currently have that, and
we like to wake up and dump right away. At least me.
We've been a little bit spoiled with that ensuite bathroom, and so to just downgrade from that would be really hard for us. So, okay, large yard. That is the biggest struggle for me right now with 2 kiddos, especially pregnant, about to have a 3rd. So that's like top for me, is just a nice yard with some grass. Trees would be great, a fence, privacy.
The ability to go on walks without major traffic going all around.
Yeah, just opportunity to get outside more and feel like completely
Nature.
safe. Anyways, we would love hardwood floors, like, you know, trying to avoid that laminate, vinyl, gray floors that are everywhere. A finished basement would be great, or like an extra family room. You guys know I'm always talking about the playroom, how we don't have a playroom. So even just to have a basement and an area for like the kids' toys to
This
be.
is a must. I was always jealous of my friends who had a basement where they can hang out in.
Yeah,
Like
I've never had a basement either.
My best friend
actually,
growing up, he had a basement. We'd go play video games, we'd play pool, we'd play ping pong.
And then like a 1 to 2 car garage, ideally like attached to the house would be great.
Which we're not going to find a 2-car garage.
We might just find a 1 car. So, I mean, we've been like looking at a lot of houses on apps and seeing homes like this size with these types of floor plans going anywhere from like 350, 300 on the low end up to like 500 for the really nice updated homes. Yeah, it's a large variety. It just kind of depends on how updated the home is. Anyways, we're off to go house hunting, and this was a little spontaneous. What happened was my sister was like, hey, the house behind us is for sale. for sale. Why did I say that like that? Maybe you guys should take a look at it, but it's not listed yet. We just saw them doing some work. They said that it's livable and thought you guys should check it out because how cool would it be to be neighbors? And of course I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I want to be neighbors with you. Like,
but I'm leery. Whenever I hear livable, like who says the house is livable without
apparently,
it like not being livable?
Yeah. So we don't know exactly what that means. There's no photos. There, like, all we could do is pull it up on Google Maps and see the front of the house. You know what I mean? So we have nothing to go on at all. We just talked to our real estate agent. She's like, yeah, let's head out there and just check it out. So all we know is it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I think, a basement. Is it finished or not? Also, we originally wanted like a turnkey renovated home just ready to go because of the timeline of the baby coming. We were like, we have no time to think about any renovations or anything like that. But now we're a little bit more open to maybe a few renovations if like the price is lower and if we think like it's worth it.
Yeah, just nothing major.
Nothing major because realistically I don't have time to like redo a whole kitchen, redo a whole house. If it's like one ugly bathroom or like, you know what I'm saying, like cosmetic stuff, it's fine. Fingers crossed it's good because I think it'd be a dream to live right behind my sister's house. Our yards would connect. We've already been talking about like all the things we want to do and our kids can grow up together, like literally just playing in the yard together. Again, I don't know. We're gonna try to get some clips of what the house looks like and then we'll jump back on here.
Here we go.
You already went. You know it's old when they still have the old wallpaper from the 30s. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing in here?
But do they have any bugs?
No, not right now. There's a lot of things they're trying to fix in here. Okay, well, we just solved the home and yikes.
I told you, livable. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, but in my head, livable was like, I thought livable meant something completely different than what these people thought it meant. It was, the whole thing needs to be
Gutted.
Redone. Old wallpaper from like a long time ago, not the cute kind.
It smelled like smoke.
It smelled.
It has potential if, again, someone
For
can
sure.
absolutely gut it.
If you had time to go in and fit, but like we do not on our timeline, not at all.
It takes 6 months at least.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, how badly do we want to live behind my sister? Like that bad? No,
Not
like
that
it would
bad.
not. It's just
And
not.
the yard wasn't. The yard was like tiny.
Yeah, the yard was smaller than we would have wanted. It's just not gonna work. But I'm glad we checked it out because we really wanted to see like, is this even an option for us at all? And I didn't want to continue like stirring up dreams in my head of living next to my sister if it's not even a possibility. So it's not a possibility. But we were like, okay, we're in this area. Let's look at the apps and see if there's anything nearby that we had favorited. And so we're heading now with our realtor to another location that I favorited a while ago and I kind of fell in love with the pictures. I've been trying to get Richie on board with it. It's like totally different than a lot of the things I'm looking at that are newer. It's got like an older style, wood floors, big bay windows, French window. I think they're called French windows. Like beautiful lighting, beautiful old fireplaces. So it's 1.5 bath, 3 rooms. Kind of small. I think the square footage was low too.
I keep telling Nicole to stop thinking short term.
Yeah, that's the thing about me. Like, I'll see a really cozy house and I'm like, yeah, we could make that happen. And then Richie will be like, okay, but can we still be there in 5-10 years when the kids are a little bigger? And yeah, like, I wouldn't say this is our forever and ever home that we're looking for, but it's definitely a longer 5 to 10 year home, right?
Totally.
So I have to keep that in mind because this place, I don't know what it is. There's something so charming about it, and I'm excited to see if it's gonna like live up to the photos I've been staring at for a few weeks now. Whoa! Look at the big windows, Ari.
It's 1.5 bed.
Yeah, because one of the things we're thinking is like maybe adding a bathroom later. Oh, this is cozy. A nice charm to it. I'm definitely curious to see.
So the house is cute. That's like the word that's on my mind after seeing it.
Very charming.
Charming, cute, cozy,
Very cool.
small.
Has a little tiny stink in the basement.
Oh, there was a small in the basement. I forgot about that. Like the layout was immediate, like living room you walk in, which is so cute. So cute. I was like already thinking like, how would I decorate this? But it felt like, oh, it is a little tight. It's a little tight in here. And the kitchen was definitely tight and snug. It was narrow. It was also a bit outdated. One bathroom. So just one bathroom upstairs. The half bath was downstairs. So I don't know. We're like 50-50 on it. It definitely was better than the first house we saw. Like 1,000%. But I don't know if that small size is worth the price.
That's how our recent house hunting has gone. Not the most promising, but like felt okay about one of the places. We have more we want to see. Richie's out of town right now on top of all this, so it's kind of been like hard to get everything done that we need to do. I had to get this letter that I needed to send to our mortgage guy, and I could not obtain this letter from my bank. I tried calling. They were passing me on from person to person, eventually told me you need to go back to your local branch and see the person that initially opened this case. So I'm like, okay, I need to get this done as soon as possible because if we end up seeing a house we love and we want to make an offer, I have to have this ready to go. This morning, first thing I did, I was like, I got to take the kids to the museum today, but before I go, I'm going to try to get to the bank and get this done. I'm like, surely I'll be okay. Like 2 kids at the bank, they'll be fine. I'll just bring lots of snacks and put on a show on my phone. So here I am, pregnant lady, walking into the bank with the 2 kids. We ended up being on hold for a very long time. It's not really working. Eventually we call another line. She has me speak to them. I'm letting the people know exactly what we need. At this point, we've already been at the bank for like an hour and the kids were starting to get really antsy. So like Aria's in my lap and she's whining. Jace is complaining about the show on my phone while I'm talking to this woman, just like desperate for this freaking document. Finally, she faxes it over. While we're sitting there, I see a text from Richie and he goes, "It fell through." And I'm like, huh? And he's like, the buyers pulled out. So I guess their reasoning was that they had decided it was too small, just like not enough space for them. So we were really surprised. It's fine. We're remaining optimistic and like trying to get back into the mindset of like, okay, we're still selling. I don't know, just a lot of emotions. It's exciting, gives you anxiety, stresses you out, makes you scared. It's just a whole roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so I get that document and I need it from the bank, right? Then I check my phone and Richie goes, I'm like, hey, I just sent this over to you. Like, can you send it to our mortgage guy? And then he goes, oh, wait, no, he just told me that he sent them a different document and that they accepted it. And so all is good. We didn't need this. And I was like, okay. I wish I knew that before I threw the kids in the car and ran to the bank for an hour and a half with 2 kids sitting in my lap during this whole thing. Then I just got home and checked my mail because I don't check my mail often enough, and realized we have some letters here that I believe are from the bank. I think they actually sent us what we needed like a week ago, and I probably just didn't check my mail, which I'm terrible at this. So if Richie's watching this, I already know he's gonna be like, yeah, Nicole, I tell you all the time, check your mail. This is what I think it is. Yep, this is it. This is exactly what I needed. And I'm like, when the heck did this come in the mail? Probably days ago, and I could have dealt with this then and avoided that whole situation this morning. So do I tell Richie about this or do I just not tell him? I'm just gonna blame it on the pregnancy brain. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I think anytime something doesn't go right with the buyer, or let's say we put in an offer and it's not accepted, like anytime those little disappointments are gonna happen in this process, I'm going to be constantly reminding myself, like, God's timing is perfect. God's timing is perfect. This wasn't meant to be. This buyer wasn't meant to be. That house wasn't meant to be. There's just so many unknown factors and uncontrollable things that truly we have no control over, and have to just give it to the Lord and say, okay, God, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And again, I don't want like the pressure of, okay, oh my gosh, this baby's coming. We need to find a house. At the end of the day, like if we don't find a house before the baby's due, if worse comes to worse and we sell this place, then we will go live at my mom's house. Like we have options. I think I should read a Bible verse or something. This is always a good one. Philippians 4:7. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. So hopefully that encourages someone out there today who's maybe in the same situation. Maybe you're house hunting, or maybe you're in a totally different situation. But I pray that the peace of God that surpasses all understanding would cover you today. And thank you for following along, I guess, on our house hunting journey. I will be doing like a little mini series and sharing our journey along the way. Yep, I gotta clean this house now. Love you guys.